Please welcome to the show, Caitlin Clark. Caitlin, did you ever think you'd be back?
Cheers.
Excited to be back. Don't worry. I got this nice throwback theater can.
Well played.
Caitlin Clark just shocked everyone with an unexpected move. And she did it live on Zoom in an unfiltered interview with WNBA legends Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi. From the moment she hit the screen, it was obvious this wouldn't be your usual, upbeat segment. It was uncut, honest, and dove deep into everything from her jump to the WNBA to locker room whispers and the truth behind those intense college battles, all delivered with Caitlin's trademark wit and charisma.
Product placement.
There we go.
Our show loves it. Our show loves it.
But what exactly did she say? And why is the basketball world going wild over it? Stay tuned, because Caitlin didn't hold back. She spoke openly about Paige Bueckers, Diana Taurasi, and even addressed the wild accusations Cheryl Swoops has been making about the team. Ready? Let's dive in. It was the callback that lit up the internet. 1 year ago, Diana Taurasi stared into the camera and gave Caitlin Clark a now iconic warning. Reality is coming. It echoed across the sports' world. And now Caitlin is finally answering back, and her response has everyone talking.
What will the league have in store for them when they get there?
Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
There's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Of course.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where, you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time.
Fast forward to this year, and let's just say, Diana had to eat those words. Clark's response? A sly grin, a quiet nod, and a bold smile. The vibe was electric, clever, lighthearted, but don't get it twisted. It was confident, calculated, and loud without saying much.
Congrats on your retirement, D.
Thank you.
And congrats
Now,
to you.
Unfortunately,
Well,
reality is coming to me now.
What's your big plans?
Get it in early.
What are you going to do?
I keep telling Sue I thought I was going to have all this time to do all these things. I'm more busy now. So if I give you any advice, play as long as possible.
We'll see. We'll get to 10 years. Then we'll think about it.
It's a 10 years.
For Diana Taurasi, stepping on the court with Caitlin Clark wasn't just another game. It was a generational moment. Reflecting on their first matchup in Phoenix, Taurasi didn't hold back describing the scene. It felt like the last game, ever, she said. The energy was electric, the buzz undeniable, and it went beyond basketball. It was about witnessing history, a passing of the torch unfolding live. Diana spoke with genuine respect, calling it surreal to finally play against stars she'd watched dominate the college game for years.
What was it like for you two to play against each other?
It was amazing. I've been following Caitlin for so long and been watching her college career just in awe. And to be on the court and, the first game was in Phoenix and it felt like the last game that was ever going to be played. There was such anticipation. The crowd was going crazy. All the people that came out to see Caitlin and our teams play against each other. It really was an amazing moment. And you talked about how, if you could play against anyone that is this new generation. So I got to cross paths with Caitlin, at least for a couple games. And to me, that meant a lot, Like, we've been doing this for a long time, and to see Caitlin do what she does is, I think someone said the other day, I'm like, I want the season to start so I can watch you again.
Caitlin's take? Just as classy, but with her trademark edge. She remembered that Phoenix game clearly, and this time, it was personal. We were down like 10 or 15 and came all the way back to win, she said, pride unmistakable in her voice. That comeback wasn't just another number in the box score. It was a moment that defined them. Facing a legend like Taurasi and walking away with the win? That's what fuels belief. And Caitlin made it clear. Moments like that aren't forgotten. They're where confidence is born.
What it was like to play against D?
Well, I was saying, that game in Phoenix, because we only played in Phoenix one time, and it was before Olympic break. Obviously, we had All-Star there too, but it was a great game. Honestly, I'm pretty sure we were down like 10 or 15 and came all the way back and won. That was like our first like win versus a team that was above 500. So thank you. I appreciate that.
But beneath all the competitive fire, there was deep mutual respect. The moment turned into something far bigger than just one game. It was a real-time collision of eras. Caitlin and Diana may stand on opposite ends of their careers, but their influence? That's eternal. As they laughed and shared smiles while revisiting the memory, one thing stood out. This wasn't just playful banter. It was the past and future of basketball, sharing the spotlight in perfect, powerful harmony.
Caitlin, how excited are you for this next WNBA season? New head coach and Stephanie White. You added Natasha Howard, who Sue knows really well, Wnba, which I know really well, Sophie Cunningham. I mean, it seems like, you know, from the outside, this roster's ready to compete now, which is easy for us to say. We know there's a process to get there, but like when you see that and you see those names come in, what does that make you feel?
Caitlin Clark is entering the new WNBA season with more than just hype. She's bringing serious firepower. Talking about her upgraded roster, her excitement was impossible to miss. A new head coach in Stephanie White, seasoned vets like Natasha, Howard and Wnba, sharpshooters like Sophie Cunningham, and defensive anchors like Sydney Colson and Brianna Turner. Clark knows the lineup, and more importantly, what each piece brings. But she also understands the task ahead. With 7 new faces and limited time to gel, Caitlin's already in figure-it-out mode, and she's leaning into every second of it.
Oh, well, I mean, obviously on paper we have a really good team, but, you know, you only have, we start training camp, I think, on the 27th, and then, like, we have a back-to-back of preseason games on May 3rd and May 4th. So it's like, you have a very short amount of time to put that together, and 7 new pieces, and whether we carry 11 or 12, like, more than half of our roster, like, that's, you know, that's a hard thing within itself, but we should be pretty good. And like, I'm excited about it. I think what we needed was, you know, we added a lot more experience. Like in the playoffs, we just didn't have that. We were a young group. Even Kels, like obviously with being with the Fever during her entire career, she hasn't really had the opportunity to play in a ton of playoff games. So having that, whether it's Sydney Colson, whether it's DB, whether it's Natasha Howard, whoever it is, I think having that experience is going to be really good for us and that leadership in the locker room. So I'm excited. And
it's not just the mental game she's been leveling up, it's physical too. When asked about that viral off-season photo where her arms looked unusually jacked, Caitlin burst out laughing.
And there was the viral picture that went around showing off your guns. Everyone's wondering, have you been hitting the weight room? Was it the camera angle? What happened?
Like, how did you do that? I've been trying to do that for 20 years.
AI is getting out of control.
And it's not just her mindset that's evolved. Caitlin's been putting in serious work physically too. When someone brought up that viral off-season pic, where her arms looked shockingly ripped, Caitlin couldn't help but laugh out loud, totally owning the moment.